After years of disagreement and rounds of discussions, the world leaders finally reached a landmark deal on a global corporate minimum tax rate. According to the deal, which is said to be a game changer for global economies, the group of developed nations have agreed to a 15% minimum corporate tax rate. The deal was sealed after a few changes were made to the original text. Those changes include the promise of not increasing that 15% rate at a later date. It also says that the small businesses will not be hit with new rates. The landmark deal, agreed by 136 countries and jurisdictions representing more than 90% of global GDP, will also reallocate more than $125 billion of profits from around 100 of the world's largest and most profitable M&Es to countries worldwide, ensuring that these firms pay a fair share of tax wherever they operate and generate profits. That's according to the OECD on Friday. Due to the above-mentioned changes to the original text, Ireland, a long-time opponent of raising corporate tax rates, decided to get on board. The other long-term critic, Hungary, also joined the group after receiving reassurances. The agreement is a, quote, once-in-a-generation accomplishment for economic diplomacy. That's according to US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. She also stated that international tax policymaking is a very complex issue, but the arcane language of today's agreement belies how simple and sweeping the stakes are. When this deal is enacted, Americans will find the global economy a much easier place to land a job, earn a living, or scale a business. So, here are the key things that you need to know about the agreement. The deal not only has a minimum corporate tax rate, but it also forces corporations to pay taxes where they operate and not only the places where they have their headquarters. However, it's still unclear exactly how much companies will owe in taxes across the different jurisdictions. Nations across the globe will now have to work out some outstanding details so that the new deal is ready to go by 2023. It's also assumed that the COVID-19 pandemic renewed a need for fairer taxation, as the world governments are struggling for new sources of funding. The issue, of course, being that it's likely you and I who will miss out on any of the benefits surrounding this agreement. If you enjoyed the information contained in this video, then please make sure to like, share, comment and subscribe, and of course don't forget to press the bell icon to stay across the latest videos from Kalkine. For more information, just head across to the website, kalkinemedia.com. I'm James Preston, reporting for Kalkine.